Rockport. I think we got some audio now. Listen, it is great to be back. I was here a couple of days after the storm struck, and I was walking across power lines that were down as water was still coming down. And one of the most meaningful moments I had, I was at a house nearby City Hall. And at that house was someone who had taken down the state of Texas flag that was flying over Rockport City Hall when the storm came across and hit Rockport. She gave it to me and had one request. She said, "Governor, will you make sure that flag gets to the mayor?" I got in the car, I drove and found the mayor, I gave him that flag, and he still has it today. The flag flying over Rockport. I came back a week later when the vice president was here. We walked around some neighborhoods and we're going door to door helping people as they were beginning the build out process. And I held in my hands a newborn baby just 2 weeks old, a baby that was born 1 week before Harvey came ashore. But it shows how precious the life is that we're trying to rescue, protect, and advance. Every life is important, and we are going to make sure that that newborn baby, as well as people who've been living here for decades, are going to rebuild Rockport, rebuild Fulton, rebuild Aransas County. Now, we know that a whole lot of attention has been given to Houston. But we know the devastation that's taken place across this entire region, across Aransas County, Rockport, Fulton, the entire region. We want you to know we're here today. We're going to be here every day until we get every last house rebuilt, until we get people back in school. I'm proud of Ace Hardware for opening up so quick, helping you all go through the rebuilding process. Sharp here? Where's Sharp? Come on, show up here real quick. And George, are you good? We have a couple of people I want you to know about because I want you to know the extent to which we are organized in this rebuilding process. The person in charge of the Governor's Commission to Rebuild Texas is current Chancellor of Texas A&M, former senator who represented state of Texas all the way from here to Victoria over to Fort Bend County, and that is Commissioner Chancellor John Sharp. The person who's going to be in charge of what's called Community Development Block Grants. That's just a big fancy name for funding to ensure that you're going to have the money that you need to help you rebuild, as well as the person who's going to be in charge of the housing component of rebuilding is the very own Land Commissioner, George P. Bush. And I want you to know that in addition to them, we have an entire team that's going to be working every single day to service your needs. What Commissioner Sharp has been in charge of, among other things, is to make sure that your mayor, the Mayor Kendrick, that your county judge, every single person who represents you is going to have a name and phone number of a customer service agent. So every complaint or concern that you have is going to be able to be addressed very quickly. If you have a complaint or concern, let your county judge know, let your mayor know. They're going to get it to these two men as quickly as possible to make sure that your need will be addressed very quickly. Bottom line, we are going to be here to make sure we get this rebuilt up and running again. So by the time that we have the boats coming in, the people coming in next spring, you're going to be living great, making money, and things will be back to normal as quickly as possible. Now, there's somebody with us here today somebody here today who knows firsthand what Rockport really means, because he owns a place in Rockport. He owns a place that suffered damage from Hurricane Harvey, and he cares so much about Rockport. We were talking, and he said, Governor, we need to shine a spotlight on Rockport, on Aransas County, to let people around the world know how important this is. He wanted to do a nationwide fundraising event concert that was hosted last week in San Antonio, Texas, but broadcast around the country. And he helped raise more than $40 million from that concert. A man who needs no introduction, but I want you to know a man who from his heart cares so much about every single one of you, and that is the King of Country, George Strait.
Thank you, Governor. It's such an honor for me to be here with you. How about it for the Governor? Come on. He's got a great plan for this area, and I'm so proud that he does, and I'm so happy that he asked me to be a part of it and come down here today and be with you people and tell you that, you're not forgotten, and that we're going to keep a light shine right here on this area. You know, so much has been said about other parts of the state, and deservedly so, but we still need help here, and we can't be forgotten. So, like you said, Governor, my wife and I have had a house here for a long, long time and enjoy it, and we like Rockport and Fulton and Aransas Pass and Port Aransas, and we like it just the way it was, and we want to get it back there. I want to go fishing. I mean, I wore my fishing shirt. I'm ready. And it's so good to see businesses already open again. I was really surprised. I came last week, and I knew it was bad, but when I got here and saw just how bad it was, it really made me sad. But to see businesses open already is amazing. I was able to go have lunch at Charlotte Plumbers, and it was and it was just as good as it always was. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming, and just so you know, we're going to be here for you and help out and shine a light right here on this area. Thank you, Governor.
We're going to be out there in 1 second. I do want to introduce somebody else, and it's someone who plays a pivotal role in the rebuilding process, and that is the Secretary of Homeland Security. Under the, and this is from the United States government, under her authority is FEMA. That's going to play a pivotal role in making sure we build out fast. I want you to know that FEMA, as well as the Department of Homeland Security, has been working very collaboratively with the state of Texas to accelerate this build-out process. So let me introduce to you the Secretary of Homeland Security, Elaine Duke.
Morning, Rockport. You set me up, Governor. How do I come after Mr. George Strait? I mean, come on now. But I do want to thank you, Governor, Mayor Wax, for your hospitality, Mr. George Strait for adding some light to this amazing community. But most of all, I want to thank all you people of Rockport, how you've come together in supporting each other as we continue to recover this fine city and many, many parts of Texas. This is my 6th visit to Texas since the hurricane blew through, and I am just amazed by the compassion, the love, and the strength of the people of Texas. It is amazing. My favorite story, another sister community we were at that was hit hard also, Port Arthur. In a shelter there, 2 elderly people sitting side by side on their cots holding hands. And they were against the wall because they were elderly and had a machine. And I sat down and talked to the woman and said, "Are you doing okay?" And holding her husband's hand, she said, You know what? I lost my house of 44 years, but I still have my husband, and I've had him 55 years, and that's all I need. And you know, that's Texas. We cannot, that is Texas strong, that's Rockport strong. Love the t-shirts. And this is a place where neighbors come together, where there's community, and we're here as your federal partners, along with your state partners and your local partners. And like the governor said, we're not leaving until you're back in your communities. We have about 5,300, 5,000 federal employees here in the state helping you as you move forward. It is a long road to recovery. We will be with you just like we're going to be those that have suffered through the other hurricanes, including Maria last night. Some of those islands, I'm sure you've seen it, devastated. But right now, we're here with you in community to help the long road of recovery, and Homeland Security and the federal government will be with you. Let's build Rockport back together. Let's build Texas back together. And God bless you, and God bless Rockport and Texas. Thank you.
Three last things real quick. One, a big round of applause for all of the tremendous first responders who've done so much to help us respond. Two, a big round of applause for our fellow Texans who helped rescue and aid and support our fellow Texans to show America how we rebuild. And three, the slogan on the back of this t-shirt, which is just wonderful. We're going to make Rockport great again. We're going to line up, and I think you'll be getting some autographs from George Strait.